Hello my lovelies, Sandra here and welcome back to my channel. And I literally just had to throw on the first hat I could find. I wasn't intending to do a review today, but this was just too good not to. So my hair looks absolutely awful, and really I've just got on my t-shirt and the lounge bells that are modified. But today I'm going to be doing my review of the new Kantha Bae, I'm going to remember the name of this, Majestic. My iPad's gone all funny on me, that's why I got no one. Majestic, this was the purple overdye kimono. This was launched 2 days ago, so if you are watching on Saturday, December the 4th, this was just launched 2 or 3 days ago. So why did I get mine earlier? I got mine earlier because one of the besties went down to the store in Tennessee a week or so ago, I believe, and she purchased one and then put the pictures on Facebook, and we were all like, what? What are you wearing? And I said to her, oh my gosh, that is just absolutely beautiful. I love it. Anyhow, she contacted me and said, I'm actually going to sell it. And she wanted to give me first dibs. And I was like, hell yeah, I want it, girl. So I'm not going to mention your name, but you know who you are if you're watching this. Thank you, my darling. I do wish you could have kept hold of her because they are beautiful. And I hope that at some point in the future you do get yourself another one. But as I said to you, I will cherish and love this one. So now y'all want to know what it looks like because you haven't got yours yet. Because if you check the route tracker, nothing's been shipped yet from that launch. So okay, so let me give you a sneaky peek, and especially my plus size ladies, that's why I'm doing this today. Because I noticed that I think definitely in the caramel, there's definitely a few left. I don't know about the purple, but the caramel, there's definitely a few left. So if you were on the fence and like, I don't know if it'll fit me. Okay, so this is it's the Kantha fabric, and the overdye means that what they've done is they've gone over the Kantha fabric with a dye. With this one, it was a purplish kind of dye, and then they've done one with a caramel kind of dye. And it means that the pattern that was already running through the kimono, good lord, the Kantha fabric will be dyed. Okay, hopefully they've set the dye as well. I assume that they have. And so it has been dyed over, so this one still has a pattern running through it. This is the pattern, and like I say, they've over dyed it with a different colour, and I'm happy with that. Saves me having to do it. I don't think I would have done it if it had just been a regular one anyway, but yeah, I'm glad that they've done it. Another thing they did was they added the silk sleeves, and it looks as though the silk has been over dyed, because if you can see the pattern on this one, it's a good way of them making use of all the sort of fabric scraps and all the Kantha scraps and stuff like that. I think it's a great way for them recycling it. So the sleeves are shorter and they are silk, and then the body of the kimono is Kantha fabric, and there's a belt with it as well. Okay, I noticed that it has pockets on the front. It doesn't have pockets on the inside though. So if you do want to wear yours inside out, there's no, I don't think there are any, is me saying that? No, there are no pockets on the inside. That's okay, I don't mind. And this is what mine looks like, and I'm just going to pop her on. I'm just going to throw her on. I'm just going to be that kind of person. And this is what it looks like. As far as the, well, let's have a look at the top of it. So it is definitely a nice, it's another drop shoulder one. So anybody who suffers a little bit up here, it's drop shoulder, and this is wider here. You're right, my darling. And for frame of reference, I am a 2X and 18 to 20, and there's plenty. I mean, you can see there's plenty of fabric here on it. It has, they haven't messed around with putting anything silly here. It's just nice and flat there. Or you can turn it over and have it so you have a little bit of the pattern showing. From the side, she has a slit up the side there, and she has a slit up the side there, and then there's the belt. Like I say, I'm 5'6", and this hits me, oh, I would say about an inch above my ankles. The good thing is if you are a lot shorter, and if you do want it a lot shorter, it is very easy to modify this. So if you're only sort of 5 foot and it drags on the floor, all you have to do is just fold it over, do a little stitch there either by hand or your machine, and then you can get it to the length, you know, obviously cut off the excess. For the taller ladies, this is going to fit just really nice. So don't be put off if you are one of the shorter ladies, because it's Kantha fabric. It's easy to cut and sew Kantha fabric, a lot easier than silk. So even if you're a newbie, just and you're really not good at it anyway, measure it. Get a measuring stick or some kind of measure the either side what you need it to be by hand or by your sewing machine. Just put a little tack all the way down it, and then cut off the excess fabric, and you can just do that both sides and at the back. Okay, another thing you can do as well is you can always do the age-old trick that a lot of people do, and that is you can always just tie up the sides. If you don't mind the back being a little bit longer, you can just tie up the sides a little bit and just play around with it a little bit, and just, you know, get your own kind of look going. Another thing that I like to do as well is I get the corner of one, corner of another, and tie those together. Let's see what happens. I don't know if I can do it with this particular one, but let's try it. That's okay, and that raises it up as well. You can see how that's raised it up a bit. So let's do this side. This is just if you don't want to cut it, you know, this is just for people who are really short. So the corner of the back one, the corner of the front one. And if you don't want to tie it, you can just put a little band, you know, like a little elastic band or something. And that has just raised it up slightly as well. So if you don't feel comfortable and you don't want to cut it, just do that little hack at the side, okay? That, tie it up or whatever. There's plenty and plenty of space in this particular lady, and yeah, she's really pretty. I would wear a, well, I just lightly tie this at the back like that and like that. I don't mind it being longer because like I say, I am 5'6", so I'm going to undo that, but that's just a little hack that you can do. If something's too long for you, you can do it with a silk, you can do it with a Kantha. But I mean, that just cinches it in, gives it a little bit of a waist, and I love it. I'm not joking. I think this is my favourite kimono to date, and I know I've said that with all the others. I think it's beautiful. This has a lot of pattern on the back. And then the front is a plainer kind of look. See? So the front is plainer, but then the inside has a pattern, but I'm probably not going to wear it on, excuse me, on the inside. I'll probably just wear it this way because she has these nice deep pockets, and the pockets are nice and deep, and everything's been dyed in the same colour. Now I think, I'm not sure because I didn't actually buy mine off the website for the drop, but I think it was more of a grab bag type style where you place your order for one and then they send you just, you know, a random one. But I mean, and I know for the price point, because these run at $110, I know for the price point a lot of people did not want to take that risk, and I totally get that, don't get me wrong. I'd already seen this on the Bestie, so I knew what I was getting. One thing I would say though about if you ever buy from Kantha Bae, I've not really been disappointed with anything like that. I'm scratching my hands, I know. there have been some things that haven't fit, don't get me wrong. Um, and I know what I can and can't wear now, but as far as a kimono fits, the kimonos tend to run quite big, and quite generous, so I wouldn't worry too much about getting a grab bag one, because I think whatever one you're going to get, you're going to be happy with. That's what I think anyway. Like I say, there is still some of the caramel ones in. I wish I could own a caramel one as well, but I can't. All of my funds were used up completely with this, but I'm just going to wear this, like, this is my new one that I'm going to wear. And I love it. I love the idea of the Kantha with the silk sleeves. It just, I don't know, it just feels very, very luxurious. I'm always happy with everything that I get from Kantha Bae, that fits. So yes, so I just wanted to give you that quick review today, even with me having manky hair, which I know I'm wearing a manky hat, but I'm just going to go back to crocheting after this. I just wanted you all to see and to say that if you are on the fence about getting one, I don't think I would be. If you're a plus girl and you've obviously you got the funds and you've been thinking, oh, I'll wait till somebody does a review, here's the review. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My shorter ladies, like I say, you know, tie that up. You do the little tying it that I've just shown you, bring it up a bit, or if you know you're going to keep it and you're not going to sell it, do that little tacking at the bottom. Anyhow, I wanted to make this really quite fast and not go on too much. I've got this to go with these beautiful lounge pants and this t-shirt, which is my favourite look at the moment that I'm wearing all the time. And yeah, I will no doubt do another video in a couple of days about something different. You know me, but in the meantime, this was the magnificent, I love the names they choose for them. Oh, the Majestic. This was the purple, I think purple or plum, I can't remember what they called it. I've only got the caramel one called up on overdye kimono, and yeah, I think it's just beautiful. So even if they're sold out of the purple, the caramel's still a beautiful colour and will go with anything. The caramel would have gone with what I'm wearing as well. So thank you bestie, who let me buy this off you. Like I say, at some point in the future, I'm sure that you can get yourself another one, and have a lovely Christmas, my darling. And thank you for passing it to me. You know, I love her. She goes with everything that I'm wearing at the moment. I'm just loving it. So thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.